And we are now live. Welcome everyone to the Zone of Tech live stream. We will be talking about the Apple event before the announcements, and then, of course, once the announcement happen, then we will discuss everything announced. So first of all, I just want to say hello to everyone in the chat. It's nice to see you all here. Big shout out to Lynn Dennis, who has been one of our biggest fans since the early days. So shout out to Lynn for being here. And I think the best way to start the live stream is to go over some last minute leaks that literally just happened. So let me just bring a few up, and we can discuss those. There we go. So there's been a few Apple Watch leaks over the past few hours. So one of them is showing, you can see this, one of them is showing a new redesigned Milanese loop for the Apple Watch Ultra, it seems. Now, in one of our latest videos, if you guys remember, I even said that if the Apple Watch Ultra does not get any changes, then it would make sense for the Apple Watch Ultra to get a fourth style band. And this seems to be it. This seems to be that band, the redesigned Milanese loop. If you guys remember what Apple did with the Apple Watch Series 6, so the Series 6 had the same design as the Series 5 and the 4, but it had the least amount of changes out of the three. So it only had an oxygen level meter, but aside from that, it really didn't have any other changes. So because of that, Apple introduced two new bands, the Solo Loop and the Braided Solo Loop. So this is why I think they're doing this again, just to introduce, something fresh for the Apple Watch Ultra. Hello, Mr. Swede001. Thank you for your donation. I'm just gonna go through a few of the recent leaks, and then I'm gonna answer some questions that you guys may have. So the band is one of them. And then if I go to the Apple Watch Ultra, let me see, Apple Watch Ultra. So there was another leak that I'm trying to find from Mark Gurman specifically that said that apparently the only change that the Apple Watch Ultra will get is the new color, in the sense that they won't even call it the Ultra 3. It's literally just gonna be the Ultra 2 in black. So yeah, not a lot of changes when it comes to the Apple Watch Ultra. However, there are a lot of changes when it comes to the Apple Watch itself. So the Apple Watch Series 10. So let me see if MacRumors updated their guide for the Apple Watch Series 10. There were a lot of leaks, by the way, on the Apple Watch recently. So there was this one, I don't know if you guys have seen it, upgraded heart rate sensor and better water resistance for the Apple Watch Series 10. Personally, I don't think the Apple Watch Series 10 needs any better water resistance, but it was another leak that stated that maybe we'll get the same dive sensor and diving functionality that the Apple Watch Ultra introduced, but in the Series 10. Which means that if you do a lot of diving and you just like the regular Apple Watch, you wouldn't really have any reasons to go for the Ultra. Especially since the Ultra is not getting redesigned. So like I said, it's literally the same thing, but in black. Yeah, so that's essentially the Apple Watch Ultra, no big changes. The standard model is getting thinner bezels, larger displays. There's a lot of controversy and a lot of confusion when it comes to the case sizes. Like, we've had so many different reports. I think one was saying, Minchiko was saying that we're going to get 45 and 49 millimeters as the case sizes, which would be a huge increase from the current 41 and 45. And then I believe Maijin Bu was saying 44 and 48. So, and then another report was saying 42 and 46. So we'll see. We'll see exactly what happens. Yeah, so that's pretty much the Apple Watch. I'm assuming you all know all the changes that the iPhone 16 is set to come with. Of course, we also have the AirPods. So we're getting 3 new AirPods models. We're getting the base, we're getting the mid-tier, and then we're getting the AirPods Maxes. And there's actually a new leak, by the way, on the AirPods Maxes. So let me just show you that quickly. That also came from our Gurman. I just don't have Twitter on this live stream MacBook. I've got 2 MacBooks in front of me. So this is the live stream, this is my own. So there we go. New AirPods Maxes with improved audio and USB-C expected tomorrow. Now this is quite interesting because USB-C was of course the rumored change, right? As the only change for the AirPods Maxes, but according to Mark Gurman, we may get some more changes. So improved audio may mean 2 things. It could either mean updated audio drivers, right? Or it could also mean an updated chip. The AirPods Maxes still have the H1, which is very old at this point. Even the H2 is fairly old. It's 2 years old. And just looking at this, I believe it also said, there you go, improved audio performance and also better active noise canceling, right? Better active noise canceling may also come from the new H2 chip. Okay, so yeah, I think we'll finally see the H2, which I'm quite excited for. Thanks to Coopster226 for your donation. So excited for the 16 Pro Max. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the 16 Pro Max the most as well. We'll have to see if we'll get that new larger sensor or not. We'll have to see. Machiavelli saying, love the wallpaper app. Andrew, thank you, especially the Andrew reference. Yeah, we've got a lot of exciting packs launching for Wallpapers, our app, this month, by the way. And tomorrow, I'm launching a new pack myself. So I'm curious to see what you guys think of that new pack. Right, I'm just going over the chat and I want to see what sort of questions you guys have. Happy Apple Event Day. Parky's asking, Parky2685, I'm still rocking the first gen Apple Watch Ultra Ocean Band. I've seen no reason to upgrade as of yet. Yeah, if you've got the original Apple Watch Ultra, you don't need to upgrade to the second gen. I mean, I'm still using the Apple Watch Series 7, guys, and maybe I'll upgrade. But by the way, there was also a leak saying that the Apple Watch Series 10 would no longer come in stainless steel, but instead it will only come in aluminum and titanium, like the Apple Watch Ultra. Now, I do like the stainless steel because, it looks premium, it's very shiny, I do like it. So if it doesn't come in stainless steel, then I might stick with this guy, the Series 7 for, I don't know, maybe another year. I'll see. Right, let's see. Any other questions? Gaming Oasis, hey ZONEofTECH, can I get a shout out? Here's the shout out. What Apple product, Gregorio is asking, what Apple product do you think we might see and what Apple product we won't see at the event? So in the What to Expect video that we did, I said that there's likely a new iPad mini coming. However, recent leaks are saying that no, there's not going to be any new iPad mini. Instead, that's going to be announced in October at the Mac event. So realistically, it's just going to be the iPhone 16, the Apple Watch Series 10, the Apple Watch Ultra, the new base AirPods, the mid-tier AirPods, the AirPods Maxes, and of course the official release of iOS 18 and all the other software updates. Harry from my team is literally asking, should Owen get the first or second gen Ultra? It's really keeping him up at night. Yes, I know Owen, also from my team, is really into the Apple Watch Ultra. I would say get the first gen Ultra. Realistically, I think you can get it for a decent price. Like if you take a look at the second gen, yes, it's got a new chip, which is faster, but I mean, my Series 7 is still fast enough, so I don't think people really need that chip. Of course, the chip also enables the, this sort of input, which, I don't know. You can still do it on the older Apple Watches through the accessibility settings, by the way. So yeah, personally, I would just go for the original Apple Watch Ultra. That would be my choice. Because the improvements are not that big, unless you really want the black version. then I would go for the second gen, but second 2.5, I guess, Gen 2.5. But that's probably going to be more expensive. Yes, we've got 20 minutes until the event starts. Thank you for the shout out, Jeroen. I'm sorry if I butchered your name. iOS 18 launches or not. I do believe iOS 18 will officially launch today, just based on what Apple has done in the past. Gaming Oasis is asking, are they making AirPods sweat-proof because my AirPods 3 broke due to sweat? That's a weird one because the AirPods 3 were already sweat-resistant, right? So if they broke, I don't know what to say. They shouldn't have. So I would probably take them back to Apple and just... Water damage is a weird one because, fun fact, most tech products today that are supposed to be water resistant, if they break, like if you swim with your iPhone but then it randomly breaks because of that water damage, which it should withstand, but it breaks, whatever, Apple won't replace it because there's no way to actually test the depth at which you've had, the iPhone in, right? And the same applies to Samsung and all the other manufacturers, Google as well. So it's a very odd one. And I'm thinking the same applies to the AirPods, right? Technically, they are sweat resistant. In my case, I even showered with the first gen AirPods Pros twice, by the way, and they were fine. So they're definitely, water resistant to some extent. And I know people who have forgotten them in, the washing machine and they were also fine. But there's no way that Apple can actually test that. Like, did you actually just shower with them? Was it just sweat? Or did you, swim with them at a depth of 10 meters or something? So, yeah. Naveen is asking, I have a Pixel 8. I wish to buy the 16 Pro Max. Should I wait? Should I buy now or wait for the 17 Pro Max? That's a tough one. I think the Pixel 8 Pro is honestly... Sorry, he says that, yeah, you've got a Pixel 8, not a Pro. So even if you've got a Pixel 8, it's still a great device. Like, honestly, pixels are super fluid, really fast. So it really depends, like, how bad do you want to switch to an iPhone? If the answer is really bad, then go ahead, buy the 16 Pro Max now. If the answer is, you still love the Pixel and maybe you're tempted to wait for the 17 Pro Max, I would wait. Like, I always suggest wait as long as you can because you're just going to get a better product at the end of the day. So that's what I would do. Amir is asking, are we getting an iPhone 16 Ultra? Unfortunately not. That's next year. Although, according to the rumors, this will be an iPhone 17 Slim. So it may not be called the Ultra. It could be called the iPhone 17 Air or the iPhone Air if they rename the whole lineup. So that's also a possibility. Greetings from Ghana. Greetings. Jaron is asking, will the mid-tier AirPods have good enough noise canceling? That's a tough one because on paper, I think yes. I think the H2 chip inside will be able to deliver some great noise canceling. But of course, at the same time, you need to remember that the low end and the mid-tier AirPods are not going to be like the Pros, right? They're still going to have an open design. So you're not going to have that seal. And without that seal, even if the noise canceling is amazing, you're still not going to get the same level of noise canceling as on the AirPods Pros. That's why, for example, on the AirPods Maxes, even though the noise canceling itself is worse than the second gen AirPods Pros, it seems better because the seal is better than the AirPods Pros. So the seals actually matters more than noise canceling itself. Kapil is asking me, what product are you most excited for? Okay, so I'm actually not excited for one product, but I'm excited for one feature. And that is the capture button on the iPhone 16s. Like I mentioned this in a bunch of previous videos, the fact that on the iPhone 15 Pro, which is this one right here, I currently have the action button set to launch the camera. But it's not the best because it's really small and it's quite hard to reach, right? So for me, having a dedicated button for launching the camera, taking photos, taking videos, zooming in and out, I love that. I love the idea of that. So that's what I'm looking forward to the most. Like I said, not a product, but a feature. And if we're talking about products specifically, that will be the Apple Watch Series 10. Sorry, Casper is saying that a stream is only 720p and it's pixelated. Right, so... Sorry, let me just check the settings. Right, 1 second, guys. Okay, so you can see me in a bigger window now. In terms of the stream resolution, can you guys confirm if this is 720p indeed? Someone said that the stream is 720p. I do not have an option to adjust it because the stream has already started. So unless I end the stream, okay, 720p only. Okay. Right, let me see if I can quickly fix that. It's supposed to be... It's supposed to be 1080p. Although I'm not seeing an option right now to change it. Right, while we figure that out, someone is asking, Clive is asking about the iPad Mini 7. So the iPad Mini 7, I mentioned this before, but in case for all of you that joined later, the iPad Mini 7 is only rumored to come in October. So let me just have a look at the settings. Stream. Okay, so unfortunately, I cannot change the resolution of the stream. Unless I stop the stream and restart it. So, guys, do you want me to stop the stream, restart it, and set in 1080p? Or should we leave it at 720p? Let me know down below. Leave it at 720p or stop it and then restart it in a few minutes. Okay, most people are saying don't stop. Restart it. Okay, getting a mixed results. Okay, most people are saying leave it. I wish, can you do a poll? Start a poll. Okay, I'm gonna do a poll. Restart the stream in 1080p or stick with 720p. Restart, leave it, 720p. Right, now you can vote. Okay, 51%. Oh, restart is winning. This is so close, 52%. Okay, I'm gonna answer some more questions and then, okay. Right, so more questions. So Sophie is asking, tell me one thing, based on the rumors and what you know, Pixel 9 Pro or iPhone 16 Pro? Well, that's a tough one to answer. Because it depends, like if you care about AI features, like Google is still way ahead of Apple. If you care about the camera, then the camera hardware is technically better on the 16 Pro, but then Google's image processing is amazing. especially when it comes to just HDR in general. There we go, 50-50 for the results. Yeah, so it honestly depends. And then, you know, it also matters what sort of other Apple products you've got. Like if you've got an Apple Watch, or if you want to buy an Apple Watch, obviously you need an iPhone for that. If you've got a MacBook, then the iPhone is going to work better with a MacBook. So it's more complicated. Papers, here's a shout out that he asked. Shall I switch from the iPhone 13 Pro Max? OnKit is asking. From the 13 Pro Max, maybe. The 13 Pro Max had a really good battery life. So it depends. Do you want a slightly better camera? To be honest, the camera hardware is obviously better on the 16 Pro, but it's not miles better. So it's got a new 48 megapixel sensor, which is the same as on the 15, the same as on the 14. Okay, so 54% of you have voted to restart the stream in 1080p resolution. So I guess the public has decided I'm going to restart the stream, and then we'll start it in a few minutes, okay? It's going to take like 2 minutes, 3 minutes max, and then we will be back online, okay? BRB. Okay, we are live once again. We are live, and hopefully we are now live in 1080p. Hopefully. Let me know if you can see the live stream in 1080p. It's still just 720. Okay, to be honest, I'm not fully sure. We did change it. Okay, we literally just changed it to 1080p, I swear. I'm not sure why it's still outputting 720. I did stop it. I did stop the live stream. It was only for maybe a minute, not even that. 1 second.
It's very unlikely to update until you're in the YouTube end, because the stream never actually ended.
Okay.
It's OBS you stopped. You didn't stop YouTube's end. So
Got
it's
it.
very likely you need to start the YouTube end so that it knows that what it's being fed is 1080p instead now.
Okay.
I assume unless you do that, it won't change.
Okay, cool. Right. We're gonna do that. So I don't know if you heard Harry from my team in the background. He was mentioning that I should also stop the YouTube stream, not just OBS. So give me 1 more minute, and fingers crossed that we get 1080p now.